Hard to believe, but it's been nearly 6 months since the first COVID-19 vaccine was approved and shipped out everywhere. In today's To Your Well-Being, we're talking about where we are now and what you should know going forward. Cone Health's Director of Pharmacy and Oncology, Dr. Andre Harvin, will be answering your questions for the next 30 minutes. First of all, Doctor, thanks so much for being here. The first question I would like to ask you is, what is your assessment of the current rate of vaccinations in our state?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I think we're going in a really positive rate. I actually looked at the dashboard for North Carolina right before I jumped on the call to make sure I have my facts correct. But we're at about 50%. So that's looking at adults that are fully vaccinated. So that's a really strong percentage. We know that we want to get that rate higher when we start talking about full herd immunity. We've heard numbers around 70 to 80% are really what's required because this virus does jump pretty quickly. But 50% is something that I think we should all be proud of in the work that's gone on so far. And the hope is that we can continue getting that interest for people to come out and receive that vaccine.
There are several of us here at News 2 who are tasked with watching the numbers and documenting them every day. And in the past couple of months, we've added vaccinations to that. And, you know, it was obvious that early on that number of fully vaccinated or even partially vaccinated was going up quickly. And I mean, honestly, it has slowed to a crawl at this point. Is that frustrating for you as much as it is for others?
You know, frustrating may not be the best word. I look at it that, especially us as healthcare professionals, we have an obligation to really continue to educate and advocate for the vaccine. Again, we all stepped up and received a shot ourselves. I was within the first week to be fully vaccinated or receive the first vaccine. And so it's important for us to get in front of the community like we're doing today with this segment to just continue promoting it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of misinformation that finds its way into people's ears. And it's up to us in the public health sector and in the healthcare community to really just come out and say, hey, come on and engage with us, have a conversation. We're going to have a respectful discussion of what the facts are, what the safety is around the vaccine, what the efficacy is. And the fact is that there really isn't anyone who should say, I should not get this vaccine. We have proven, because we've given millions and millions of doses, that all those kind of fear mongering that was out there has just been proven not to be true. This is one of the best tools that we have to really get our lives back. And really, we want summer back, right? Summer's right here. It's so close. And we all want to be able to enjoy our lives like we did and just get back to what that summer was and what it's like to have that pure freedom. And the way we do that is with the vaccine. So is it a little frustrating? Sure. But again, I look at that as a challenge for me and the people that serve the health community, that we need to do a better job of advocating for it and providing that education.
The vast majority of people who have not been vaccinated yet have one reason or another for not getting the shot. What message do you have for people just in general who haven't been vaccinated because they chose not to?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that we can't get back to where we were before this pandemic without everybody. And so we can't leave anybody behind. We can't allow small communities that have allowed the fear to creep in or allow that misinformation to take root to just hang out. Because what can occur is that that virus is still in the community. It's not gone. It still has the ability to jump into small communities and cause devastation. And we really don't want to see people getting hospitalized or hurt because of this virus, especially when we have a vaccine that is safe, it's effective, and it's readily available. I mean, you can get it in almost anywhere right now, at any Cone Health location. We can help you get that vaccine very quickly. There's a number of things that are going on in the state that allow you to have access to it. So really right now, what we're fighting against is just purely misinformation. So for those that are on the fence, we want you with us. We want to not leave you behind in this aspect. We need you right here with us. You're part of our community. We are here to serve you, and we want to help you really assuage all those fears around the vaccine and bring you to the table and help you get that shot.
What is it that we as just everyday people can do to try to nudge our loved ones or our friends to get the shot?
I think it's just to ask the questions, and the most important thing is not to do it in a condescending way or even a confrontational way. A lot of times, and I'll say I dealt with this with my own mother, and so even though I'm here, my mom was very skeptical, was on the fence for a long time. And we absolutely butt heads in the beginning. And then I really changed my tactic to say, just talk to me about what you're really worried about, what your concerns are, and help walk them through. There is an abundance of information that's available, not only just online through like the CDC and the FDA, but you can actually bring them in to really talk to any health professional. Bring them to their PCP, bring them into any one of our clinics, which are staffed with physicians, pharmacists, nurses, and just let them sit down and have a talk. A lot of times we find that when we can get face to face with people and really come from a sense of shared community, we can get past all that fear that's out there.
As you know, children ages 12 to 15 are now eligible for the vaccine. What should parents of kids in this age group know about the shot?
Again, it's been tested within this age group. So again, I've heard a lot of times saying, okay, they didn't do any studies with children this age. Again, that's not true. There was a randomized clinical trial that was done for children in this age to see that it was, again, very efficacious. So that means that it works, and it was very safe. We know what the side effects are, and all of us have seen them, or we've heard people that experienced it. But again, those side effects go away within that first 24 to 48 hours, if not exceptionally less. They're gone pretty quickly. But we know the vaccine works in this age group as well. What's really important is that we took our time. And so, the vaccine's been available for almost 6 months at this point in time. We really just started opening up to children in this age range, and that's because we focused on it and we studied it, and we made sure that it was safe and effective for your children.
For kids and families that have kids in this age group, would you recommend they get the vaccine now before they get their back to school immunizations?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, there's really no reason to kind of sit on the fence. Like I said in the beginning, we really, like, summer's almost here. It feels like it outside. The kids are getting let out of school. We really want everyone to be able to return to what it was like before they even heard of COVID-19. And the most effective way to do that is to go ahead, sign up, get your vaccine. You can go to conehealth.com/vaccine. You can call us at 336-830-1188. Any of those will help you get into a vaccine appointment and let you know where it is. That is the most effective way to get us all back where we are. There's no reason to wait. There's no reason to say, well, hey, they're going to get these other vaccines when they're going back to school. It's June. So we've got a couple of months that we really want them to enjoy it. And we want families to be able to enjoy that time together with other people in the community. And the best way to do that is for everyone to get vaccinated.
All right, Dr. Harvin, I think that's a good place to take a quick break here. He's going to be with us until 6 o'clock. So if you have any questions regarding the virus or the shots, feel free to text your question to 336-379-5775, and we'll be right back.